One quiet morning, the Buddha rested beneath a banyan tree, surrounded by disciples eager for his wisdom. A merchant approached him hesitantly, bowing low, her eyes full of sorrow and frustration. Her name was Leela, and her spirit was burdened with doubt and anger. "Master," she began, her voice trembling, "I am tormented by the unjust ways of this world. What makes you feel unworthy?" "Anand?" Buddha asked, his voice calm as the river flowing nearby. "I see others grasp the teachings effortlessly while I struggle," Anand replied, shame washing over his young face. He gestured to the nearby stream where water flowed over jagged rocks and fine sand. "Leela," he continued, "do you see the stream as it chooses its path among the obstacles and soft grounds?" Leela nodded, the gentle murmurs of the stream soothing her restless thoughts. "The stream does not question the uneven rocks or soft sands," the Buddha said. "It flows naturally, adapting without resistance or resentment." "But Master," Leela interjected, "how can I flow without resistance when others deliberately harm me and disrupt my life?" The Buddha reached for a small pebble on the ground, holding it between his fingertips. "Here, Leela, take this pebble and cast it into the stream," he instructed. Leela obeyed, throwing the pebble into the gentle flow. It disappeared into the current, its ripples spreading outward briefly. "What do you observe, Leela?" asked the Buddha, his gaze steady on her. "The stream absorbed the pebble without hesitation," Leela replied, her brows furrowing slightly in thought. Its surface rippled briefly and then returned to its natural flow, just as the stream embraces the pebble, said the Buddha. "So must the mind accept life's unfairness and move forward." He continued, "Resistance creates suffering, just as a blocked stream creates stagnation. Adaptation restores flow, nourishing life around it." Leela bowed her head, her heart touched but her doubts persisting. "Master, but does acceptance mean enduring harm without seeking justice or change?" she asked earnestly. "Ananda," the Buddha said, turning his gaze to his disciple, "do you fear the stillness that follows a bustling life?" "Blessed one," Ananda replied, "I have wondered if life beyond action can still carry meaning, as ripples without the pebble." The Buddha nodded, his eyes soft with understanding, and said, "Life's meaning does not end with action but shifts into reflection. Acceptance means clarity, not passivity. Justice arises from a mind free of hatred and clouded judgment." He gestured to a sapling growing resiliently among the rocks, its roots tangled yet firm. "The sapling does not fight the stones," he said. "It seeks spaces to grow, transforming obstacles into strength." Leela's breathing deepened as she took in the lessons of the stream and the sapling. "I see," she murmured. "Resistance imprisons the heart, while acceptance nurtures growth and strength." The Buddha then invited her to meditate alongside his disciples by the stream, focusing on each gentle breath. Hours passed in meditative silence, the rhythm of the stream merging with the rhythm of their minds. When Leela finally opened her eyes, her heart felt lighter, and clarity filled her thoughts. She bowed deeply before the Buddha, gratitude glowing on her face. "Thank you, Master," she said. "I now understand how to flow like the stream and grow like the sapling." The Buddha smiled warmly, placing a hand over his heart. "Leela, wisdom arises when you see life as it truly is, not as you wish it to be." He paused and added, "Let your mind flow gently, unobstructed by judgments or desires. Let your growth be a testament to resilience." "I see now," Anand said softly. "The path is not about being like others but about discovering my own light." Buddha smiled, his expression reflecting both encouragement and the timeless patience of a river carving through rock. "Indeed, Anand," Buddha said. "Arun, though gifted in learning, was troubled by his inability to apply wisdom in his daily life." "Master," Arun spoke hesitantly, his voice trembling as he bowed. I understand the teachings. Yet my mind feels restless and unsettled. The disciples gathered around him, their hearts eager for the wisdom that only the Blessed One could impart. A carpenter named Chanda arrived, his shoulders heavy with the weight of sorrow and his spirit dimmed with doubt. He gestured to a nearby lotus pond where the surface shimmered in gentle sunlight. Arun, what do you see in the pond's reflection? The Buddha asked. I see myself, Arun answered, his eyes fixed on his image rippling on the pond's surface. But the reflection is distorted. The Buddha picked up a handful of pebbles and threw them into the pond, creating waves across the reflection. And now, Arun, what do you see? Arun furrowed his brow and replied, the distortion worsens. Master, the ripples have fractured the image entirely. The Buddha sat by the pond, placing his palms together, and explained, wisdom arises in clarity. Arun, pride stirs ripples in your mind's pond. Arun's heart sank as he realized the source of his inner agitation. Master, how can I calm the ripples within? The Buddha gestured to the surrounding trees and flowers. Nature does not boast. It grows quietly, fulfilling its purpose without seeking recognition or reward. He continued, in humility, the mind becomes still, like a pond undisturbed by external forces. Reflect upon this truth. Arun sat by the pond, reflecting on the Buddha's words and observing the quiet harmony of nature around him. Hours passed in serene contemplation as the sun set, casting warm hues over the village. The Buddha broke the silence with his soft voice, guiding Arun in a meditation exercise to anchor the mind in humility and presence. Focus on your breath, the Buddha instructed. Let each inhale and exhale wash away the ripples within. Arun practiced diligently, allowing his mind to quiet as the still pond reflected the fading light of day. When Arun finally opened his eyes, he felt a profound sense of peace and clarity enveloping his soul. Master, thank you, Arun said humbly, bowing deeply. I understand now that wisdom thrives in the stillness of humility and surrender. The Buddha smiled, his serene presence radiating compassion. Arun, wisdom is not merely knowledge. It is the art of seeing the world through a still mind's eyes. He paused before adding, let humility guide your actions and thoughts, and wisdom will naturally flourish like a lotus rising above the waters. Arun left the pond that evening transformed, carrying the lesson of stillness and humility into his daily life. Precisely, the Buddha said, his voice calm and steady. For the value of life is not defined by fleeting abilities. The purpose of each phase is to nurture the next, like the roots of the lotus nourishing future blooms, he said. The pond's lesson remained etched in Arun's heart, a testament to the power of humility and stillness. Another day, another lesson unfolded beneath the shade of a sal tree, where the Buddha gathered his devoted disciples. A potter named Sita approached the Buddha hesitantly, her hands roughened by years of labor. Her heart weighed down. Master, Sita began softly, bowing deeply, my life feels insignificant, like the clay I shape but is easily discarded. The Buddha listened attentively, his serene gaze steady as a mountain, absorbing her words without judgment or haste. Sita, he said gently, significance is not determined by others, but by the harmony and purpose woven into each act. The disciples remained seated, reflecting on their own lives and the ways in which transformation had shaped their journeys. The sun continued its ascent, casting light and warmth over the monastery, infusing each heart with renewed understanding. The Buddha nodded and continued, the vessel's significance lies not in its shape but in its service to others, its role in sustaining life. Sita paused and asked, Master, how can I find purpose when my labor feels repetitive and unnoticed? The Buddha placed the clay gently back on the bench and gestured toward a nearby stream. Do you see the flowing water, Sita? She nodded, observing the stream weaving its way through the rocks and trees with quiet persistence and grace. The stream does not seek recognition, said the Buddha. It flows tirelessly, carving paths and nurturing life without attachment or pride. He added, similarly, your labor, when performed with mindfulness, becomes a service, a quiet ripple of compassion shaping the world. Sita's eyes widened as she absorbed the wisdom in his words, seeing her work through the lens of interconnected purpose. But Master, she asked hesitantly, how can I maintain compassion and mindfulness when hardship and exhaustion cloud my thoughts? The Buddha gestured to the surrounding forest, alive with the gentle hum of nature's rhythm. Observe the trees, Sita, he said, even when battered by storms. The trees stand firm and extend their branches to the sky, the Buddha explained. He continued, your mind, like the trees, can remain rooted in resilience, embracing hardship as nourishment for growth and wisdom. Sita sat near the stream, contemplating the lessons of the vessel, the flowing water, and the steadfast trees around her. The Buddha guided her in meditation, encouraging her to anchor her thoughts in the rhythm of her breath and the stream's flow. Hours passed in serene silence, the forest growing still, the light shifting as the day merged seamlessly into the evening. Sita opened her eyes with renewed clarity, feeling the weight of insignificance melt away into a profound sense of purpose. Master, she said, her voice steady and grateful, I see now how my labor becomes a ripple in the larger whole. The Buddha smiled warmly, his presence radiating compassion and wisdom. Sita, purpose is not found in recognition, but in service. He added, let your labor be a silent offering, a ripple of compassion extending beyond your sight into the interconnected world. Sita bowed deeply, her heart filled with gratitude and peace as she returned to her work with renewed mindfulness and dedication. Her vessels, shaped with love and purpose, became symbols of the Buddha's teaching, inspiring all who crossed her path. The village embraced her transformation, seeing the profound beauty of her craft as an extension of her inner harmony and compassion. Sita carried the lessons of the vessel, the stream, and the trees into her days, finding joy in every moment of service. Through her ripples of compassion, she transformed not only herself but the lives of others, creating a legacy of quiet wisdom. Seek instead to find peace in the ripples. How can I find peace in the ripples? Master, when they unsettle me, Anand asked, confusion clouding his voice. Thank you for watching. Buddhist teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.